Hello, friends, and welcome. My name's Popeye, and today we're playing what, once again, no promises, what I think will be the end of Higurashi. Chapter 5, Mayakashi. As per usual, I will do a trigger warning thing, but just, I wanted to give, for this stream, I think we're going to end this game in approximately 1 hour. If we do that, we are going to switch over to Steins Gate 0, which will have its own trigger warnings list, which I'll get to at that point. My headset's quite loud. Let me fix that. There we go. So yes, trigger warnings for this game. This game involves themes such as murder, gore, death, dismemberment, torture, assault, any of those things against a child, language. I think that about covers everything. If that's not for you, please find somewhere else that is more up your alley today. With that in mind, what did we do last time? Ren and Keiichi came over to our house to confront us. They'd figured out that we had done something to Rika and Sadako, which they were right. At first, they didn't know that we weren't Mion, we were in fact Shion. We had Keiichi walk around the garden with us. We told him that we were going to show him our sins. Knocked him out, strapped him to a table, and we finally got to the one choice in this game, which was just if we noticed Keiichi was looking at us in a specific way. We saved at that point. We picked one of the options where Keiichi figures out that we are in fact Shion, and what happens? We injure ourselves. I think we knock ourselves out with our own stun gun, get captured by the police. Keiichi and Mion are released. Mion has to go into hospital for some trauma related stuff. Keiichi also has to go for some minor injuries. But eventually Keiichi's family decides, we're not staying around this place. We are getting ourselves the heck out of here. But before he leaves... Hello, Xavier. Thank you. Don't do that. But thank you for the sub. Where was I? So, before we leave, we invite Mion out in... No sub trains. No hype trains. We invite Mion out with what Ren interprets as a date, which we're like, well, crap, we didn't mean it that way, but it would be a dick move to back out now. So we take Mion on a date to the nearest local city, which in real life is, I think it's like 1.5, 2 hours away on bus from where the village of Hinamizawa is in real life. We have a nice date. We go to the arcade. We have some fun. We check out some stores. We eat some stuff. And then we're at a park, and Mion's says she's going to go to the bathroom before we get dinner and then head home. She goes off, and she comes back, and we've had our throat slit and we are dead. That was the bad ending. We loaded save. We picked the other option, where Keiichi doesn't figure out that we are Shion, but instead just assumes that we're the demon that we describe ourselves as, that has taken over Shion's body. Then what? Oh, then the police are gonna break in, so we tase Keiichi so that he's unconscious. We swap clothes with Mion. We push her down the bottom of the well. And then Shion, us, pretends to be Mion as the prisoner in the cell. And that's where it cuts off, is at that point where the police break in. So, yes. So we have one chapter left, and then the after-story party. The after-story party usually lasts, I would say, about 15-20 minutes. So we'll see how far we can get to on that. like I said, if we finish this within approximately 1 hour, we're going to switch to a new game, Steins Gate Zero. I won't explain anything about what that game is until that point in time, just so that separation, if people want to dip off at that point to avoid spoilers, they can. So yeah, we're going to continue with this last chapter. June 1983. There's been a series of disappearances in Hinamizawa Village, Shishibone City, XX Prefecture. The suspect is Mion Sonozaki. Less than 20 years old, more than 10. Allegedly, she abducted, imprisoned, and killed 5 Hinamizawan residents: Oryo Sonozaki, Shion Sonozaki, Kichiro Kimiyoshi, Rika Furude, and Sadako Hojo between June 19th and the 21st. Preliminary investigations on the incident were delayed at the time due to insufficient evidence. By chance, the case was solved rather abruptly. On the morning of the 22nd, a vehicle patrolling the Sonozaki property heard screams from inside and rushed in as an emergency measure. They secured the suspect's missing younger sister, Shion Sonozaki, and her 2 missing classmates, Keiichi Maibara and Rena Ryugu. The suspect fled the scene. We found hair, pieces of skin, and blood of the 4 missing people, Oryo Sonozaki, Kichiro Kimiyoshi, Rika Furude, and Sadako Hojo, in the torture room that was discovered in the basement of the outbuilding on the Sonozaki family property. Supposedly that's where they were killed. Geez, Tex, you cut that awfully close to being cut off at the bottom. We concluded that the victims were tortured in that torture room. However, their remains have still not been found. According to one of her imprisoned classmates' advice, the body should be somewhere in the basement of the outbuilding where the torture took place. However, nothing has been uncovered as of yet, including the escape route the suspect took. So this is a difference from the bad ending. In the bad ending, they learn about the tunnel. In this ending, they don't. In addition, investigations continue regarding any possible connection to the series of mysterious deaths in recent years. But no evidence that Mion Sonozaki was involved, either directly or indirectly, has been found. There are still many unclear points as to the motive behind the incident, and as those of the Sonozaki family and the residents of Hinamizawa have been extremely uncooperative in assisting us, we expect to require a long time to clarify them. The opinion of a local officer knowledgeable about the region is that this may have been a lynching, an internal form of punishing sacrilegious acts carried out against the beliefs of Hinamizawa Village. It is clear that the incidents are particularly rooted in this region, and the Prefectural Police Department has ordered a cautious investigation. We anticipated gaining valuable clues from the missing person, believed to have been imprisoned for the longest time, Shion Sonozaki, the suspect's younger sister. However, the incident has left such serious mental aftereffects that she has not been in a state of mind to properly answer any questions about what she knows. The psychiatrist concluded that she is in a temporary state of shock, but as of today, she has yet to show any improvement. I was acting at first. It was just an act to avoid being interrogated by the police. As it turns out, though, fake insanity can become real. You see, I couldn't bear it any longer. I continued to be haunted by the presence of Rena Ryugu. By the presence Rena Ryugu had talked about. It was so close that it could almost touch my back. It wasn't Satoshi-kun, and it wasn't a hallucination. It had become Shion's ghost. Shion didn't go to heaven after all. She was always by my side instead. Shion didn't like the fact that I was still alive when she wasn't. So she decided to haunt me until she witnessed my death. Every night she whispered to me, telling me to die. Get it. I get it. I shouted at the Shion in my back. Through my mouth, she shouted back at me. It must look odd to other people. They'd think I was arguing with myself. It's not fair. Why are you still living, sis? Die, die, die already. You said you'd die right after you killed me. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. It's so dark and cold in this well. It's cold. Hurts. Hurts. It hurts. Ah, I get it. I get it. Shut up. What exactly do you think, sis? You won't die in the way you want to? You're just running away. You're trying to survive. Even after you did all those horrible things. You'll never be forgiven. You're cursed. You're cursed. You're destined to die.
やかましいよ、シオン。奴隷のくせにやかましい、やかましい。おねえ、おねえ。クソったれが。消え失せやがれ。ミオンはずるい、ミオンだけずるい。姉妹はいつも一緒、死んでも一緒。だからミオンほら、迎えに来たんだよ、ミオン。
So, are we beating the crap out of ourselves? Or are we, like, having a boxing match with a ghost? I don't think in either situation we actually win. I think we're just losers all around. Bang, 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 bang. She unbanged on the door. Bam, 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 bam. That noise is too loud. It's cracking my ears and my head open. Shion's trying to break in. Shit. Alright, Shion, I get it. Perfect way for me to die is to be cursed to death by you, isn't it? But I won't be going so easily. Haha. I won't simply disappear. Wouldn't be fair if your beloved was left alive after all. Yeah. I went out onto the balcony to avoid Shion, who was on the other side of the door. If I jump over the railing to the neighboring apartment, I could reach the fire escape. Yeah, eat shit, Shion. I leaned over the railing and jumped to the balcony next door. And I rushed down the stairs, noiseless as a cat. Shion was too stupid to realize that I escaped. Jeez, I hate these laughs. It wouldn't take too long to get to Keiichi's house on a motorcycle. Shion must believe I'm still in that room. She's so stupid. But I sound like evil Waluigi. Waluigi is pretty evil, just Waluigi. Soon enough I could see the Mybra mansion. I'd never seen it before, but I'd heard a great deal about it from Shion. Told me that Keiichi's room is on the 2nd floor. I should wake him up, throw a stone. We're just slowly becoming Waluigi at this point. I threw a couple of stones at the window, and shortly thereafter, the light turned on and the window opened. I saw Keiichi there. The moment I saw him, my madness cooled off for a while. Even from here, I could tell that Keiichi was running down the stairs. He showed up quickly, with a doll in his hand. I felt depressed to see it. It was the doll he failed to give to Shion. It isn't fair after all, Shion. So jealous, Kei-chan. Want to receive a doll from Satoshi-kun, too.
Mio! お久しぶり。どう？元気にしてた？
Despite the burning insanity within me, I spoke to him calmly. Ah, it's true. My body is controlled by the demon now. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here this late.
お前、こんなところをうろついてて大丈夫なのか？
本当はいけないよ。
それよりどうしたんだよ。こんな時間に。
最後にお話ししたかったから。
I feel horribly sleepy. Maybe it's more like fainting due to loss of blood. That sensation is proof that the insanity is swallowing me.
私ね。もうここにはいられない。
大丈夫か？どこか具合でも。
今日まで 頑張ってきたけど自分でわかるの
I don't know about that bit about us being able to control that we're not psycho right now. We seem pretty psycho.
もう限界私のお迎えは
Question: Does Keiichi actually have a doll in the original? No. Okay.
すぐ後ろま
He's
で
got like the holding hand, so I was curious if they had. Thank you for the lurk, Fox. I won't get to decide how I die. Shion won't allow me to. No wonder, I dropped her down the well. It wasn't only her. None of the people I killed chose to die how they did. Considering that, debating how I'll die must seem like a luxurious concern to the dead. Yeah, we're not insane.
大丈夫かよ。もう無理するな。あ、そうだ。俺ミオに。
I'll kill him, kill him, kill him. I'll avenge Sadoshikan's death. I'll avenge his death. This guy is Shion's beloved. I hate her. I'll kill him and teach her a lesson. Eat this While gravity's pull spun around me, I realized I had stabbed him with a knife. Totally sane, I promise. I made it, I made it. I made it before Shion killed me. I got back at her. Take that, Shion. Gosh, I hate this laughter. Keiichi rolled on the ground, clutching his stomach.
できた全部できた私が殺したやつはこれで全員
Welcome to Laughter the Stream. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I avenged your death, Satoshi-kun. Don't you love me for it? Will you stroke my head? Yes. This was all a bad dream. After all, I was just in my room like always, suffering from nightmares of Shion. But where was I now? I'd been sitting on my apartment's fire escape, alone. I could still recall that dream. Yes, I had stepped out onto the veranda. My front door was still locked, so I had to climb through the veranda again. Whoa. My foot had slipped, and then I felt a floating sensation. After that, a sharp, indescribable pain ran through my head. That indescribable pain finally cleared the fog away from my nightmare. I just slipped from the fire escape as I tried to return to my balcony. Fell onto the roof jutting out from the elevator hall 2 or 3 floors down. My room is on the 8th floor. I wasn't expecting to be caught up here. When I fell, my head landed right on the concrete corner and I could feel both enormous pain and the warm blood dripping out. I felt strangely calm. I couldn't sense the demon, Shion's ghost, or my grudge.